What the fuck was that?
That was me trying to make a loud noise, and hopefully they will understand that. Let me just go ahead and grab this.
What?
This is so that they would understand that I still very much so have throat aids, in case you were wondering. I need to fucking fix our goddamn shit again. This always happens. You were so goddamn loud.
How am I loud?
That's you. I need to turn myself up more. What the fuck? Hello. Hello.
He's like, bro, turn me down. I'm gonna turn you down. I need to turn me up.
What the fuck? Anyway, you're still louder than... You know what? Fuck it. We're just gonna stick with what we got. Alright, fuck it.
You're a loud motherfucker anyway. You need to be turned down.
That's a fair point. I don't know where my fucking microphone's pee hole is, so I can't talk into it directly.
Oh my god.
Anyway. So, in case you're wondering, actually I'm gonna try... I'm gonna try and sit mine down.
See how that goes.
I don't know how the fuck you're gonna do it.
I have no idea how this is gonna work. I don't know why you thought this would be a good idea.
Well...
I'm not you. I haven't perfected the art of gaming one hand. In all fairness, the other hand's for Cheetos.
In all fairness, fuck you. Oh no, don't fall, you whore. Will this work? Actually, you know what we could do? We could headset this shit. You want to bust out the headset?
Oh my god.
Yeah, you can play. It's gonna sound like dog shit.
Yeah, no, I don't want to sound like dog shit.
Okay, well then.
Yeah, let's just talk about what we were gonna talk about.
Yeah, well we can
just relax.
Or we can. What the fuck? Did you push my shit in?
Why the fuck would I?
It's the only way it would have happened.
Okay.
I mean, accidentally. I didn't say you did it on purpose. Anyway, this is off to a fucking terrible start. You like how I've got this microphone perched on my chest so that I can still talk and play Vegeta games.
Vegeta games.
Vegeta games. Anyway, so we're gonna randomize this shit.
Let's see what we land on.
Go ahead and take it away while I figure this out. Start off.
Okay.
You're the one who came up with the topic, Mr. Smart Guy. Oh, by the way, for those of you who are wondering, where the fuck was last week's episode? I know. Alright, I know I said there would be one. You guys heard me on that update video. You hear me now. I sound like I've been sucking a rock monster's penis for the past 3 weeks. Jesus.
It sounded like you swallowed too. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Spinners are quitters. No, so I had a respiratory infection. As you can tell, I still have it. Me and Jen are most definitely social distancing right now. So yeah.
Yeah, I gotta stay safe, man.
Yeah, absolutely. High five on that staying safe thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you almost fell for that. Anyway, so about that, about Where's the Prince Play, episode 3, same kind of issue. I've been feeling terrible. I can't sleep at night. I actually got my first full night of sleep in like a week last night. So, I'm going to try tomorrow. My wife will be out of town visiting family, so I'll have a whole day to not do the stuff that she wants me to do around the house. And then that's when I can go ahead and
actually catch up on some sleep.
Actually catch up on some shit for the channel. So I'll put out that episode of The Prince Plays. You might even be seeing this the same day. No, fuck it. I'm just gonna. You guys missed a week. I'm sorry. So by the time you're seeing this, that episode will be out. But as far as the episode of Dual Wield that you guys missed, I am sorry. Dual Wield on the Go it sounded terrible, and
there was no way to render that to make it sound
I was
good.
gonna put it out. I mean, because it wasn't like offensive, but it wasn't like we could have just recorded it on our phones, and it would have had better quality.
Yeah.
But I just didn't have the energy to go through it.
I feel that.
Because I needed to edit some things out of there because certain somebody over here likes to keep calling me outside my fucking name, the one that you guys know. No, in all actuality, there wasn't a lot stuff like that needed to be edited out. There was some stuff that needed to be edited out because we were driving, obviously. So there was stuff that we needed to edit out from the audio. Jesus.
Essentially, it was way too much.
Yeah,
We just decided to cancel it for a week. Let Vegeta get his voice back, and so here we are.
Yeah. So I have, as you can tell, I still sound not great.
Yeah.
But I'm good enough to where I can actually function. I'm on like the last leg of the healing phase. Give me 2 or 3 days tops, I'll be back to 100%. So.
Right. So anyway, as we're gonna get started here with the topic that we're covering today, we're gonna talk about WWE specifically, in the era that we kind of grew up, the one that we remember the most fondly, the most things from, at least in my opinion, would be the era, the Ruthless Aggression era. This was the era where Kurt Angle kind of, reigned supreme. JBL was WWE champion on SmackDown for a while. Evolution was a thing. You had Batista in probably his prime, just doing fantastic. And this was the era in which John Cena.
I'm sorry.
You're good. But it was the era in which John Cena really got his big push, and he just kind of took it and went to the moon. And that's one of the things that we're going to talk about today. And one of the big questions is, Vegeta, do you feel like John Cena had a magic golden shovel that he used to purposely bury people's careers with?
Well, that's a great question. First, let me answer your question with another question. You don't want to play that, do you? It's just an entire page, basically, of Super Mario 64 mods. So, do you want me to just re-roll since we've already played Super Mario 64?
I'm down to play Super Mario 64.
This is a mod, too. It's not the original.
What's the mod?
I don't know.
Fuck it, let's do it.
Okay, here. I don't know if it'll even work, though, to be honest. So, good luck.
We'll see if it works. If it works, great. If not, oh fucking well.
Okay, some of them don't work. I'll tell you later. Also, so, for those of you who are confused as to what the fuck we're talking about, we're also playing Nintendo 64 in the background, and no, it does not work. Hit that reset button for me.
Yep.
But as far as John Cena's magical golden shovel, I think John did most definitely have one, but by the time that he got it, he was already well established. He wasn't given the shovel on his climb up.
Yeah.
I don't think John was given his shovel on his climb up. Well, because you got to think about it. Who at that time? Who else really was there for the company like that?
Well, I mean, you still had the faithful superstars. Like, you still had Edge. Randy Orton was new. Like I said, this is in the time of Evolution. You had Kurt Angle. You had JBL. You still had Rey Mysterio, Eddie Guerrero. You still had, like, some of the greatest wrestlers. And I'll fucking say it, even though we're talking about WWE, you had Chris Benoit, who was one of the best wrestlers of the time. That's a whole nother topic, but I'm going to give the man his credit as a professional.
I'll say this. You got to think about it, too. I mean, but who amongst them was really their star?
Well, fucking plenty of them.
You know what I mean. Their star, not our stars.
Yeah.
Their top. Who was their top? Who did they have?
Well, they had Brock Lesnar.
See, that's what the problem
is. They had Brock. Well, at this time, Brock Lesnar was being established. He just got done playing football, and he decided to do WWE, and he was doing it full time. Like, he had his whole fucking thing. He was still a monster. Like, and they pushed him to the moon, too. He was basically the Bill Goldberg of WWE.
Well, see, that's the problem. That's my point. Is, it's not, and again, despite my fucking issues with Brock Lesnar. I don't know what none of this is. But despite my issues with Brock, I'm not playing this. This looks like dog shit, to be honest.
Fair enough.
You want to play?
Nah.
It's Formula One. Oh, hit the reset button then. But yeah, no. So my issues with Brock aside, they put all their eggs. That was the next big thing.
It was the next big thing, but then again, you also had the fallback guys. So it wasn't just Brock Lesnar. You still had Kurt Angle
You still have
and
people
all them.
calling and interrupting us when we're doing this. Yeah. Wait, shit. Oh, fuck. I can't. Anyway, before we were rudely interrupted.
Right.
What the fuck are we talking about? I don't remember.
So anyway, as I was saying, they still have plenty of fallback guys. So you still had Trips.
This controls like ass.
You know, you still had Trips. You had Batista. You had Edge. You had Orton. You had plenty of people that could have been the number one. The biggest thing with John Cena, the thing that gave him the edge over all of the other superstars, yeah, no pun intended, is the fact that he was so fucking kid-friendly.
Did he's always control this bad? Sorry, go ahead.
Like, I think, in my honest opinion, that was the number one thing with John Cena. Like, after they realized how kid-friendly he could his character could be, like, that's basically what he did. He still had his side, you know, for the teens and the adults and shit. He still had his edgier promos. But for the most part, like, kids absolutely ate his shit up. You know what I mean? And that was the biggest thing. And then whatever anybody says about WWE politics, basically what it ends up boiling down to is if you're the biggest draw, you get the biggest opportunities.
Well, what I was trying to say, since I guess you're not gonna play along accidentally. I was trying to get you to stumble and activate my trap card. My point is, they didn't have any established guys at the time. They had just lost both Rock and Austin.
Yeah.
Don't tell me Triple H, love him to death. Do not tell me Triple H was a replacement for both Rock and Austin.
I'm not saying he was a replacement for both Rock and Austin. What I am saying is that given the correct... If the situation were to have been handled correctly, and it would have needed to have been handled correctly, then they would have to move Trips into one of their positions and then find somebody else that would be equally as popular to move into Rock's. Like, that's an inevitability. That's part of the business. That's what they have to do. They did find somebody who did it better, which, yes, that was John Cena. But if John Cena hadn't been as charismatic and as good as he was at what he did, and they would have picked Trips, I think it still would have been a great fit.
What I've still been trying to say, I don't know if I'm not explaining what I'm trying to say very well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that John Cena wasn't the guy. I'm saying that what happened with John, and why I think people... I'm not ready for this fight. Where I think people get confused about John and his climb up was, look at who they put all their stock in. Like, yes, you had Triple H. Yes, you had Kurt Angle. Yes, you had Edge. Yes, you had Benoit. Yes, you had all these people. Who was the guy they were putting all their stock into?
At the time, I believe it was Brock Lesnar. Yeah.
What happened?
He idiotically tried a moonsault at WrestleMania.
No, not even talking about that.
No?
I'm talking about the fact that he fucking took his ball and went home. And he quit. And he left the industry that was making him out to be the next fucking Dwayne The Rock Johnson, Stone Cold Steve. He was the next big thing for a reason.
Yeah.
And that left him without a guy. So that's why WrestleMania 20 they were trying to build up Benoit and Guerrero, which, not even going to touch the Benoit thing because I have my thing about that. But Eddie Guerrero, man, fucking one of the goats of all time.
Oh, absolutely.
Unfortunately, he had a track record. He had a history, and you know how fucking petty that big company can be. So we're just gonna pause this because this isn't
Working in our
working in
favor.
our favor.
Yeah.
Plus, I can't find a game. But you got guys like Guerrero because he worked his ass off. He was a hell of an athlete. He was an amazing superstar.
Oh yeah, dude.
But
I'll go back and watch some Eddie clips and
they
just
never felt like they could. You could always tell they didn't really feel like they could rely on him.
nah.
And
And it's you can't really when it comes down to it. Like
but even still, that's just one guy, too.
yeah.
And when he tragically passed, you know, that's when they had started realizing they needed to put their eggs into new upcoming baskets. And by that time, we had Batista, Orton, to a lesser degree Orton, unfortunately, but we had Batista, Orton, and Cena were still were the up and coming guy. Or Cena and Batista were the two up and coming guys, and it worked out great for him, obviously. But I think the thing that people don't understand about John Cena is Cena was there. He was there at the right time, right place, and he, you know, ate his Wheaties, you know, and he took the chicken shit that they gave him and turned it into chicken salad, you know, and he made it on his own with the rapping gimmick, and because he was almost fired before he even got started. But, you know, he turned the rap gimmick into, that was his thing. And then, you know, he turned it into, you know, a brand. And he became the top guy. Love him or hate him, because I've had my issues with Super Cena. But love him or hate him, John Cena earned his spot.
Oh, absolutely.
Well. Now, granted, did he outstay his welcome? Absolutely. No one will deny that. But I will never say that's 100% on John, for the simple fact of WWE just cannot make stars.
Well, it was that they had such a super worker in Cena that I think, and that was the thing, is like, so many people hate on John Cena, but then you also have to realize that everything that Cena says is true. Anytime that John Cena has been out, it's only been for, like, I believe, legitimate fucking injuries.
Yeah.
And, like, actual surgeries and whatnot. I don't think he's actually taken a whole lot of, scripted breaks or anything like that. Well, now, but he's basically retired from wrestling now.
Yeah.
Like, he may pop in every once in a while. He may do a cameo like The Rock or like Stone Cold does, but he's earned that spot to where he can come in on those big events.
God, I miss when John was the worst thing you could see on WWE television.
Right. Like, that's... We're gonna get to that in another day. But, like, just there's so much good and bad with Cena. And I think what really, really, really started a lot of the Cena hate was SummerSlam.
Yeah.
When Super Cena basically got birthed and he buried the fucking Nexus.
That was his strongest feat of Super Cena.
Yeah, and I don't remember if Cena was the one who pushed for that decision or not.
No, it was John. It was John's decision, and even immediately after, because Jericho and Edge both told him, "You're wrong. This is a stupid idea. This is bad. This is a bad move." And he said, "You didn't want to hear it." And even afterwards, he was like, "I should have listened to you guys."
So, I mean, at least he admits his mistake.
Yeah, he'll own up to it.
Yeah, he'll own up to it and be like, yeah, I fucked up. And then you look at all the guys, and the thing that really fucking sucks, and that's the thing I hate about the wrestling industry as a whole, one of the big things I hate about it is, like, you take a stable like that, and then you have something like that happen to them where it was a booking decision that was made. It was a bad booking decision, and that actually affected the careers of a lot of those guys. Like, fucking Skip Sheffield ended up being Ryback. He was good for a while, but
he did it to himself too.
He did it. A lot of that he did to himself.
You know what? Hot take. I'm gonna give you you got something you want to get off your chest first before this steamy dump of a hot take I'm about to drop on you?
I have one more thing to say real quick.
Go ahead.
the one thing that I can say, the best, the person from the Nexus that came out the best from everything was actually Wade Barrett.
Uh-huh.
I believe he full on deserved to come out the way best. Yeah, the quote unquote leader. But the rest of the guys, Heath Slater had a comedy bit for a little while. Fucking, I don't even know what happened to, what was the dude's name? T-Bone, some shit like that.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Yeah.
Tarver, I think was
Tarver, yeah, something like that. And then fucking Darren Young was the primetime players for a little while. Darren Young came out pretty good. Didn't he go out due to injury or some shit though?
I don't know. I think it's because they didn't know what the fuck to do with him.
Probably, and they had to break up.
They paired him with Bob Backlund. So what do you fucking think?
Yeah, there's that. Who else?
They gave him a Donald Trump gimmick.
Fucking Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan was part of the original fucking Nexus. I think the worst that came out of it though was probably what was his name? Justin Young.
Justin Gabriel.
Justin Gabriel
was kind of over though.
He was kind of over, but the thing was he didn't really get a whole lot. He got one match every couple of weeks and then fucking just disappeared off of TV all in general.
He was around for a little while.
Not as noticeably as any of the others.
Was definitely a fucking mid-carder, but he was never... He was there. He was on Main Event and Superstar Slot.
You see my fucking points? Oh, he was on Main Event and Superstars. Oh, you mean the two shows? Literally the two shows that only the fucking super fans watch?
That's like me saying, Prince Albert was around for a while. He was on Heat and Velocity.
Yeah, right. Fucking, oh my god, back when he was Prince Albert. Back when he was fucking Prince Albert, not what was he when he came back? Fucking
Lord Tensai.
Lord Tensai.
Then became Ice-T or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, fucking just so terrible. That was a shitty gimmick.
That
was I don't know which gimmick was worse, Lord Tensai or Seven.
I don't know, but fucking Seven was
fucking
Well, Seven
creepy.
didn't have a whole lot of time to be awful though.
No, Dustin was like, you know what? Crap. Fuck this. I can't blame the guy, dude.
I don't blame him either.
You're gonna have me set up. Hang on, you're gonna put me in a fucking vignette.
That was a work shoot, though.
You gotta put me in a vignette outside of a kid's bedroom. Do you have any idea how fucking horrible that makes my character look?
That was already gold dust. Jesus, what do you...
Fuck, right.
During the gay panic of the 90s?
Right, and I mean, look, he took that shit like the champ, and Gold Dust was amazing.
Dude, his ending run, too, with the WWE, the shit he was doing with his brother,
yeah,
pre-Stardust. The shit he was doing with Cody was really good, actually.
All right, I'm gonna give you this before you give your fucking hot take. I'm gonna take one right now. Stardust wasn't that fucking bad.
It was unnecessary.
Cody hated that character, and it was unnecessary. But the shit that he did as Stardust was fucking entertaining.
I didn't like it for the simple fact of it was just wholly unnecessary.
It was one of their fucking outlandish characters.
Well, because for me, what pissed me off about it was because they're trying to sabotage him. It was clear they were trying to sabotage him. I don't know what their problem is with the Rhodes family. Well, it was with the Rhodes family, because I guess that shit's over now.
Yeah,
that's got it. It doesn't matter anymore with fucking Vince out of fucking... Anyway, we'll tackle that topic another day.
Yeah, that's a whole another topic.
But my fucking hot take. Everyone who's complaining, John Cena... buried the Nexus, he ruined the Nexus, blah, 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 blah. All I have to say to you is... You fucking mark! The Nexus... fuck the Nexus. I'm sorry. The Nexus was over fucking rated. As a stable idea, fine. Though not one of those guys, not a single damn one of them, deserved the main event. Shot. Those guys fucking all sucked. I don't care what Wade Barrett. Bad News Barrett was okay. But he was so fucking injury prone that he didn't do himself any favors on that one. That's not me blaming him. Had he not been so injury prone, he could have been a decent main eventer. But he wasn't going to make it because he was so injury prone. Which again sucks, but it is what it is.
Heath Slater could have been
Heath Slater could have been okay, but...
Heath Slater could have been the next fucking Edge.
Heath Slater didn't do himself any favors either with his fucking Wendy's haircut. So, it's Wendy! Yeah, fucking... Sorry. Ryback?
Hang on. I gotta say, I felt super bad for Heath Slater when he got put in 3MB. I felt bad for all those guys. Like, I feel like they had fun with it, and they just kind of made the best out of a bad situation.
I'm just saying,
but 3MB was fucking horrible.
I'm just saying, two of those guys, former WWE champions now. Heath Slater championship push. Can we get it? Can we get a Heath Slater world title push?
Right, like two out of the three.
3MB are former WWE. Yeah. Think about that for a second.
Yeah, but look at the Drew McIntyre from 3MB, and then look at the Drew McIntyre that we have now.
Mahal.
Yeah, that too. Like they
both juiced the fuck out on steroids, and I'm just kidding.
Fucking Heath, you need to hit the gym. Like I'm saying,
get juiced
buff
up. You better talk to your former bandmates.
We want to see this.
Talk to Carlito, because Carlito is jacked too.
Do it for your kids.
Do it for your kids, Heath. Dude, have you seen Carlito? Carlito is fucking jacked. Like Carlito's. Do you even lift, bro? I spit in the face of people who don't want to lift. like he is jacked. But anyway,
dude,
back to my brother. But back to my rant, dude. Ryback. All right, it's time for the Silverback survey, everybody.
Oh my god!
Do you think Ryback is absolute dog shit? Don't say anything if you think Ryback is absolute trash.
So hey.
That's what I thought. Anyway.
So hang on, because I'm going to say this and you're going to fucking laugh at me and hate me for it. But when I was younger, in my foolish days, I fucking loved Ryback.
Feed me more because I'm in the unemployment line because I don't deserve to be in the fucking wrestling business because I suck. Anyway,
I see that now when I look back at the matches.
Even back then, I didn't like him.
Well, that's all well and good, but like looking back at his matches now, I'm like, yeah, that was super unsafe. That looked like it fucking hurt. What the fuck is he doing? I can see that now. Back then, it was just like the whole I got into the character of the feed me more, like fucking feed him, shell shock. Which, now looking at it, Shell Shock is like a god-awful fucking finisher. Like, you would
unsafe
think for
looking,
the big
and
guy.
It's ugly as sin.
Yeah, well, you would think it's not even that devastating looking. Like, it does not look devastating at all.
Yeah, but those would be the ones that are dangerous.
Yeah, I know.
That don't look dangerous.
Like Randy Orton's RKO out of nowhere. That shit, what? You just pulled me down. What the hell is this? No, it knocks his beaches out.
Yeah. Well, but, okay, so my thing is, even back then, because it fits so perfectly now knowing, he is definitely Little Goldberg.
Essentially, yeah.
Because Goldberg just used to kick the shit out of in people's careers. He used to just potato people.
Yeah.
Can't work to save his fucking life. William Regal showed his ass up in a fight. He's all right, you want to have a match? We're going to have a match. We're going to have a wrestling match. We're not going to fight. I'm going to wrestle you and embarrass you on national television. And that's what happened.
And I got to say, dude.
Fired for it.
I got to say, out of every wrestler ever, my most respected, he's not my favorite, but the one that I respect the most is fucking Sir William Regal.
War Games. But yeah,
because this dude has given, if you follow his career, this dude has given heart, soul, everything to this company. He's a fucking mentor. He is a wizard on the mic. This dude can make you fucking hate him or love him, no matter, like, you feel anything he wants you to feel. Which is fucking amazing. Like, I think my favorite promo of his is the one... that's fucking true. My favorite promo of William Regal's is the one that he did with Triple H about the Eugene.
Yeah.
Eugene thing. It was like, it was me!
It's me, Austin! Oh, no, that's a different promo, my bad.
He's like, I will fight with all the venom in my veins!
Oh,
fucking talking about, like, that's the beautiful part. I love it when heels have, like, a side of face... And they use their dastardly bullshit for good. Like, they're like, okay, I'm a heel, and that's fucked up.
When the lesser heels finally stand up to the bigger heels.
That too. That's always fun. Like,
face moment. Yeah.
Like fucking.
What
was it?
Way to turn someone's face.
One of the most recent times they did that actually was the Seth Rollins and Buddy Murphy, or Murphy as they called him.
Yeah.
But yeah, they did that whole thing where Murphy was his disciple, and it was pretty fucking great.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna get back onto my hot take.
Hot take. Sorry.
While I
We
agree
went
with
way
you,
off the rails.
Well, yeah, we sure as fuck did. I agree, William Regal, not my favorite. Respect the hell out of him. The one that I respect the most. Have a nice day.
Oh yeah, Mick fucking Foley.
Oh my god. Foley, I'm not a god, but Foley is pretty damn good. Like Mick Foley, dude. Mick Foley. Can we just appreciate?
I appreciate the fuck out of Mick Foley. I ain't even gonna lie. Like there's like a Mount Rushmore. Yeah, it really was.
It helps because my throat hurts.
For me, there's like a Mount Rushmore of like the most respected wrestlers, and
he's up there.
Absolutely, Mick Foley is up there. Like out of 3 out of the 4 for me is definitely fucking William Regal, Mick Foley, and Paul Heyman. Because Paul Heyman's done so much for the companies as well.
Because it's Taker.
Well, Taker's like one of the most respected
Taker's on
people in the locker room.
Rushmore.
Like Taker's that dude that could look at Vince probably and go, "Hey, boss man, that's probably not the best move." And Vince would probably look at him and be like, "You know what?
You're right.
You're right.
You're right, Mark."
Yeah.
I mean, I guess.
Like, there's not a whole lot of people that, like, and fucking everybody, and this has been stated by everybody that's ever done an interview, Undertaker is the go-to guy in the locker room. Like, that's the guy, if you have a problem with anything, you go to Taker, like, before you go to anybody. It's like, man, I don't want to fucking do this, fucking do it. What? I love Chris Jericho interviews.
Oh, yeah, Chris Jericho's great. Fucking, like, the thing about Taker is, you know, he's, like, the king of kayfabe, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
King of kayfabe. Back on topic to what I was originally saying, though. Because this was about John Cena originally.
I'm gonna start playing a game where I just fucking start saying shit to distract you and send you off on ADD.
We're gonna start a tangent counter on these fucking. You're gonna give me more fucking work to do on these fucking podcasts. I'm gonna have to sit here. I'm gonna have to add a ding and a tally every time we go off on a fucking tangent, and it's gonna be your fucking fault. I'm gonna start having you edit these fucking videos. You keep doing that shit. I tell you what. I'll add the goddamn tangent counter. Don't make me add the tangent counter because I'll make you fucking edit these videos from now on. They're not that hard now. But wait till the fucking tangent counter gets edited. You have to go through every second of the podcast. At that point,
we have a fucking 5-hour episode because I'm sitting here playing ADD.
I will wrap it up well before that. Trust me. But I will definitely have you edit the fucking video. At this point. Matter of fact, why aren't you trying to edit these videos, you cocksucker?
Anyway, back to topic.
Back to topic, yeah. Fucking, I'm not adding it this video, because I have to edit this one. But the next fucking time, because now I'm thinking, like, tangent again, bing! Because now I'm thinking you're doing this shit on purpose. Because you just said that, now I'm thinking you're doing this shit on purpose, and I don't like it.
I'm not, but it was a fucking funny idea that just popped into my head. My shit kicked in too, so I was like, hey, I should say this because it's funny.
Telling you, going forward, if I catch you doing that shit, I'm going to fucking make you edit the next video. I swear to God, I will add the tangent counter. It will be added on every video going forward. So if you don't want to edit the videos, I suggest you not. Anyway, now that we went off on that little fucking sidebar.
Back to topic. Okay.
Right back. Yeah, suck a dick. You know who I think made it out best out of that whole situation?
Who?
Fucking David Otunga. Because look who he's married to. God. No, I'm just kidding.
Wait, who is he married to again?
He's married to, what the fuck's that bitch's name? Jennifer Hudson.
That's right. Jennifer Hudson.
God damn.
Yeah, dude, he made out like a fucking bandit.
Risk it all.
And, well, in all fairness, he's like a really good lawyer too.
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
Dude, he went to Harvard and everything. He didn't need WWE.
He's one of their lawyers now. If I'm not
mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, he is actually
a legal team of sorts.
He was definitely like I didn't know if that was like a kayfabe thing or if like that was a legitimate thing.
I've heard he does something backstage with that. So, which he made out the best because he still has a job with the company and he doesn't have to wrestle. And he's married to Jennifer Hudson. God damn. No, but in all seriousness though, like I wouldn't want to be him right this very second. If he.
Boy, like these are the moments where the legal team has their fucking work cut out for them. Like, oh,
that steroid trial dude is like, fuck. We just had this whole Dark Side episode
yeah,
where I
like,
made us look good.
damn it.
God damn it, Vince.
I imagine that's exactly what the legal team said backstage as soon as something like this came out to the news. God damn it,
dude!
Vince.
That's a counter. That's a counter. They should start. Fucking like fucking every time. Somebody
Fucking
says,
how many times can Vince make the
you
backstage people say, "God damn it, Vince"?
Somebody says, "God damn it, Vince," they have to add $1 into the goddamn it, Vince jar. That'd be fucking great.
Fuck, they'd be able to fund the lawsuit just off of that.
I know they'd be able to fund the company.
Right.
Off of that. God damn it, Frank! You did it again. Fucking, I'm not playing with you,
dude. I was
counter.
going along with it. I'm not doing it on purpose.
I'm right here. I'm fucking with you. Who else was in the Nexus? That's exactly. That's
yeah,
what.
No, it was.
Who else was in the Nexus?
Yeah, there wasn't really anybody else. There was. There was T-Var.
Tarver,
whatever the fuck his name was.
Yeah,
he just after the Nexus, he just disappeared. If I'm not mistaken,
written off screen with an injury,
something like that. Yeah,
and like because he got hurt, and then they just like, oh yeah, so he's not here. Fuck that guy.
I was just say, Nexus is
like,
disbanded.
No, like Wade Barrett comes out. Like this is well before SummerSlam. It's like or maybe it wasn't. I don't know. It was one of
no, because he was in SummerSlam.
It was like one episode of Raw. Wade Barrett was out there with the Nexus. Hello, everybody. I've got some bad news. I'm Wade Barrett. And, oh yeah, Tarver. He fucked that guy. Anyway, moving on. Just fucking just randomly just drops the fact that he's gone.
Actually, didn't they make a deal out of it?
It was Sheffield too.
Well, I was gonna say, didn't they make a deal out of Tarver when they brought John Cena on and made him part of the Nexus, like the slave of the Nexus?
Maybe I'm thinking of.
Wait, was that pre or post SummerSlam?
That was post SummerSlam.
That he was
fired John. Remember? After that, because he helped Orton win the title when Orton was running face. Well, he was the guest referee and he called it fair instead of calling for Wade Barrett. And then Wade was like, "If I don't walk out of there as champion, you're fired." And then they fired him, even though he showed up on Raw every week until they brought him back. He was wrestling house shows as John Cena. I'm so fucking serious. Have you not heard that?
Actually, then I'm pretty sure that that was.
Because I think that was one of the guys he turned on.
No, it wasn't. So SummerSlam had to be. SummerSlam had to be after those events.
SummerSlam was fresh into that run.
No, because SummerSlam's the thing that basically killed the Nexus. They essentially
what killed the Nexus was with TLC. When John buried Wade Barrett under all those chairs.
Huh.
That was like... Well, yes, SummerSlam, in all honesty, is what killed them, but they didn't really start to decline until after TLC, because they didn't have a leader, quote-unquote, anymore. And that's when Punk took over.
That's right.
And then that's when the Nexus kind of
disbanded.
Went to shit.
Yeah.
And then he showed up on SmackDown one day like, Nexus who? We're the core. Fucking... Anyway. So.
Yeah, because I think something happened to the other guys, and they were just like, fuck it. And there was only a few of them left anyway.
Just because Punk was being a fucking cult leader backstage and was having them whip each other with fucking kendo sticks. So yeah, you don't remember any of this, do you?
No.
It feels like a fucking fever dream.
So wait, the question is, was this, because my question to you, because I don't remember seeing any of this.
Dude, this was all a fucking weird fever dream.
This, was it kayfabe that they were doing it, or?
This was kayfabe. Yeah, no.
Okay.
Actually,
I was like, fucking, that doesn't seem right.
No,
Hang on.
No. It was kayfabe having them whip each other.
Okay, yeah, I know. I don't remember seeing
themselves.
So at this point, I think I was living with my mom, and we didn't have TV at the time.
I was slowly checking out at this point.
Yeah,
I was about gone until the Summer of Punk. Like, if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have. The Summer of Punk got me back into it.
Yeah, for me, like, the last thing I remember buying the pay-per-view because I was a senior in high school. I had money. Yeah. So I bought the pay-per-view for SummerSlam, and I watched it. And, like, after that, I don't remember hardly anything, to be honest with you.
They had Bret Hart's Can't Take a Bump Anymore ass. Which,
yeah.
I mean, no disrespect to Bret Hart, but why the fuck is Bret Hart out here. He should not have to
Do
subject
things,
himself to this.
yeah.
And, whatever. But, yeah, this was all... Dude, wrestling is so weird.
Wrestling as an industry is fucking
I'm
weird.
pretty sure, if I'm remembering this correctly, because the Nexus just started showing up and kicking everyone's ass. And then John got sick of it. And that's how he was able... Because Edge and Jericho were on Team WWE at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
So he got them in there, and it was just a whole fucking thing. And then that's when
it was like Edge and Chris Jericho and a couple of other people. And
Khali was in there at one point, but then they wrote him off because Khali can't wrestle, save his fucking life.
Nah. Didn't they replace him with like the Big Show or something?
No, they replaced him with Daniel Bryan.
Oh. Which is funny because... Wait, did they replace him with Daniel Bryan?
Yes, that was who got hurt, and that's why Daniel Bryan showed up at the last minute to be their replacement. Because they kicked him out, quote unquote, in kayfabe. They kicked him out of the Nexus, quote unquote. What actually happened was he low-key got fired or suspended for choking out fucking Todd Matthews with his own fucking tie on Monday Night Raw. Todd Matthews? Josh Matthews? Zeke?
Josh Matthews.
Was it Josh? No,
it was Josh Matthews.
Who was it that he... It was the announcer dude, not Josh Matthews. I don't remember the fucking guy's name. But he choked him out with his own fucking tie on fucking national television. And the stockholders were like, yeah, he's got to go. So this was when they made their first impact, when they first showed up and tore up the ring and all that shit. He choked him out with his fucking tie. They were like, yeah, that's enough of that. He's got to go. And then like I think they just suspended him, and they brought him back for SummerSlam. But they had kicked him out. I don't even remember the reason they gave for kicking him out. Daniel... How do you spell this stupid fucking name? Oh, sorry. Is it... Oh, yeah, so it's
BRIA.
What a fucking loser. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Chokes. Guy. Oh, no. He chokes a guy. Justin Roberts. That's who it was. Chokes guy. So, yeah, it's like a really gruesome quote picture. Yeah, This is what got him fucking suspended. Because this was too graphic.
Wow.
But God forbid we don't have the Undertaker lighting somebody on fucking fire at the end of the pay-per-view. We gotta have that in there. So, kind of bullcrap. I think they should have suspended him for being a shit wrestler. But that's just me and my personal bias against him. He's not a shit wrestler. He's just boring. But, god damn it. We did it again. Yeah, the Nexus was just a whole fucking thing where it was that moment and then it was compiled on by just other shit like Sheffield and Tarver. So I think you're right. I think Tarver was one of the... Because they put Cena in a match, like a tag match, and Tarver was one of the guys he turned on. And as his partner, and lost the match on purpose, and that's when Wade Barrett started, like being a dick and shit.
Yeah, and it was... I
don't remember how the fuck...
He was in a tag team match with David Otunga, and he said this time, you either come back with the titles or you're fired. And so what he did was he won the titles, and then he turned on Otunga, beat the crap out of him in the ring.
And that's when he added... That's because they added, this will be the moment of the genesis of McGillicuddy. I think they added him at that point, and then him and fucking Mr. Imperfect teamed up.
Yeah.
So... I think that's what happened. Yeah, because they were tag team champs for a while.
Yeah.
Actually, which weird, by the way.
Which is funny because like Michael McGillicuddy was Curtis Axel, and then you had Husky Harris as part of the Nexus as well. And do you remember who Husky Harris is?
Of course I know who Husky Harris is. He's Mr. Doesn't have a job anymore.
Yeah, unfortunately.
He's the Fiend.
Yes.
Clean Fiend.
He was the babyface Fiend.
I gotta stop watching Deadlock before we're doing these fucking podcast episodes. Clean Fiend?
But yeah, Husky Harris was something else, dude.
Yeah.
I
Shout out
was.
to all my fellow hog dippers out there, by the way. So anyway,
I hate you.
Husky Harris was a shit gimmick.
It really was. It wasn't that
Bray
great.
Wyatt was a great gimmick before the Fiend, even.
And then to find out, like,
Ball.
and then Bo Dallas comes in, and you're like,
Bo Dallas. Oh yeah, he
they
was
are
weird, too.
related.
He's a weird guy.
He really is. Or
I
he
feel
was.
like
He
he's
had a
weird.
weird character. I don't feel like he's a weird guy.
IRL. Like I feel like he's a weird. I feel like he sniffs feet. I'm just kidding. That's not true. I feel like he's probably a really nice guy, but this smile, that with the believe in yourself, fucking smile that he used to give people, that wasn't kayfabe. I feel like that's a genuine fucking smile.
I feel like that was a creepy
That's
fucking smile.
If you can smile like that, dude, you've got My Little Ponies in a cum jar somewhere in your. I know. Jin's, alarm's going off. Can you hear it? This goes whoosh, whoosh. So to kind of finish my point, since we didn't talk about John Cena like at all.
No, we did talk about the era
Yeah,
that
fair.
I wanted to talk about.
So I was gonna say the title is gonna be John Cena. You can't see him anywhere in this podcast because we didn't actually talk about it. But no, John Cena. You can't see him or hear about him because we didn't actually talk about
Right.
it. But
Did you know people apparently really think he's invisible?
I'm not falling for this. Like I feel like there's some sort of joke in here, and I'm not. Anyway, so back to what I was saying. I'm talking to you guys now. Fucking. What was my whole point? The Nexus was trash. Like I feel like nobody from that group, for the initial run at least, was gonna amount to anything. Because David Otunga really wasn't. He didn't give a shit.
Yeah, he didn't need to, man. He could fucking make money being a lawyer.
When
He's
you're
fine.
that successful outside of the business, you're not gonna give it your all because you don't need it.
Yeah.
And fucking you got guys like Wade Barrett, because again he could have been great, but he was injury prone, so that would suck for him. The other guys are either injury prone, or were just boring, or were Daniel Bryan, and it's just or we're Ryback.
The man is a multi-time world champion. He had to have been loved by some
somebody decided
people.
that he should win. Fucking.
You know who decides? You know who decides champions? Really?
Yeah.
The fucking fans.
No, they
Yes.
don't.
Those that pull in the most merch get
Dude,
the championships
Daniel,
for the most part.
What merch was DB selling?
I have no idea.
I didn't think
fucking
so.
idea. I didn't buy it, but
That's
apparently
my
people
point.
did.
Fucking, he had
He
a
had
shirt.
the fucking Yes Movement
He had
shirt.
a shirt. Ooh, you don't think fucking John Cena was still pushing merch like crazy?
Oh, dude, no doubt.
That's the thing. They decide.
But you go to a.
They decide who gets merch. What are you talking about? Fucking the fans don't decide shit. If that's the case, why the fuck, bro? If you think the fans decide who wins the championship, you're out your goddamn mind.
Oh, I just love seeing you go off on these tangents when I say
you do
dumb
this
shit.
Yeah, that was dumb as hell. That was dumb, and you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
I know.
Go stand in the corner for the rest of this episode. Fucking, I'm done with you. Like,
I love you too, bro.
Jesus Christ. Oh, the fans decide. Bullshit. What's that?
The
What?
fans don't decide
You know,
shit.
it's not a good. If
Well,
you think-
let's
not.
hang on. Let's say if the fans riot hard enough, they eventually get what they fucking want.
Where are you gonna go?
Know it.
Where are you gonna go watch? Who are you gonna go watch? AEW? TNA?
Yeah.
Fucking good luck. Go, bye. Piss off. They're doing their own shit wrong. That's their motto. I mean, I'm not saying that I necessarily agree with that, but that's what their thing is. Fucking bye. Go join the other 10,000 people that watch those other shows in the world.
Oh, there's a lot more than that.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Comparatively speaking, it's peanuts. They don't give a shit. So they've been putting out stale products since the end of the Monday Night Wars. If you think the fans really have any say over who's... I'm going to end this. We're going to end this episode. Fuck everything, all the points I was going to make because I forgot them now because ADHD is a bitch. But if you really think the fans have any say whatsoever over who becomes world champion, then why the fuck was Triple H world champion for so goddamn long on Monday Night Raw? Ladies and gentlemen, this has
That's
been
a
the Dual
valid
Wield
point.
Podcast. I'm your host, Vegeta Almighty. I think I'm going to end it with that little mic drop. That probably sounded like dog shit.
Probably.
I'm giving it in. I don't care. Yeah, the Reign of Terror. That's all I've got to say. Fucking reeling it back into the original topic, which was that era where John Cena was coming out. The Reign of Terror. Fuck. Touch the Katie Vick. Like, Katie Vick! Don't even get me started. Duh.
Alright, guys. Thank you so much for being a part of the podcast. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
Y'all have a great time. We'll see you next week.
And we will listen to our fans. If you want us to know, tell us who you want the champion to be of this podcast. He's not going to get to read any of the comments, so don't vote for him. No. Fuck you. No, we should do something funny like that. Like have a fans vote on something. I don't know what yet.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. I don't know why I'm having this conversation with you right now. Either way, Jen's got to get home. He's putting his mic down because he's got to start heading out the door because, you know, when a problem comes along, you must whip it. Whip it good. What the fuck was that? There's a ghost! We're all gonna die. I'm just kidding. Alright. And as per usual, I don't know how to end these podcasts, so...